I'm gonna jump over here and we are gonna get going with the review and all you need to know about this. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at the Big Drop Paradiso IPA from Big Drop Brewing. They say it is more tropical paradise than jungle warfare, so let's find out what all of that means in just a second. Alrighty, here we go. This is the can. It does look really nice, green, easy to find, and I just love the kind of design that is distinctively Big Drop, right? So it has a really nice look to it. So let's just kind of crack it open and get going. All right, let's give it a pour. Now look at that, it has a really nice golden orangey color that presents beautifully in the glass, nice and clear with some slow moving bubbles, and it's just a really nice looking beer in the glass. Now it is a little bit more of a complex and deeper nose than the pale ale. It has a little bit more of that kind of deep and marmaladey note to it, as well as some more orangey notes to it as well. So let's get into the taste profile, who it's for, where you can find it, and all you need to know. Okay, let's kick off with who this beer is for. Now, it is full of those kind of really deep and complex flavors that we will touch on in a moment. But for now, all you need to know is if you are someone who loves an IPA, is a big fan of citrusy, bold flavors, loves a good bang of bitterness, seeing as this one's got 42 IBUs worth of it in there, you are gonna really enjoy this one. Now, if you are someone who loves a bit of a more traditional lager profile, it might not be one for you because unlike the pale ale, which I reviewed a little bit earlier, I'll put a card up here, you are gonna find that it may actually be a little bit too flavorful for you. So anyone who's a big fan of those IPAs, fruity flavors, a lovely deep complex marmalade and a nice bitterness, this is gonna be a beer for you. Now let's hop across to what it all tastes like. Okay, I'm really excited to talk about the flavor profile of this one. Now, I do think that this one has a really deep and complex flavor profile that balances some sweet maltiness, kind of think sweet orange at the start, into kind of a deep and complex flavor profile, which is like a tangerine and some lemon and lime in there as well, and then finishes off with a really great level of bitterness to boot. So you get that sweetness at the start, jumping across to some beautiful citrus notes that are a bit more pointed, and finishing off with a great level of bitterness in each and every mouthful. Now, I chatted to Rob Fink over at Big Drop Brewing, who is the CEO and co-founder, and we were talking about how the Paradiso is fast becoming the #1 beer out of the full Big Drop range. Now, I found that that is just really kind of echoing the sentiment online when I'm looking at what people are saying or the Instagram posts that I'm putting up about it. People are loving this beer. So that taste profile suits a range of drinkers as we just touched on, but if you are an IPA drinker, you are gonna love this taste profile a lot. Okay, from a body perspective, it is a little bit lighter than what you may be used to from a traditional IPA, but that said, it kind of makes it quite easy to drink. So it's quite a sessionable beer, it's easy to get down, and you are not kind of feeling like you're chomping down the beer if you're having something which has a really heavy and weighted body behind it. So if you're looking for something which is light, sessionable, with a beautiful IPA flavored base and nice pointed bitterness with 42 IBUs in there, I would say this is a great option for you. Okay, so where can you buy the Paradiso Citra IPA? And much like the Pale Ale, which I've spoken about in a different video, this is also available quite widely across the globe. You're gonna be able to find it in a range of different countries where it is brewed. Australia, you've got Craft Zero, Brunswick Aces, Amazon sell it as well. If you're in the UK, you've got Dry Drinker and Amazon. If you're in the US, I will drop some links down for you as well, and you can pick them up nice and easily too. So a really easy to find, easy to source beer, which just is great given it tastes so good. Okay, let's have a look at nutrition profile. Now, if you're looking at the nutrition profile of the Big Drop Paradiso, you're gonna find it has 18.5 calories per 100 mils and 2.2 grams of sugar per 100 mils. And for the whole can, you're gonna be up for 61 calories and around 8.2 grams of sugar. Now, for the mouthfeel and the level of flavor you are getting, that is just quite remarkable. It's got a really good amount of flavor profile, not a whole lot of calories in there, and it does come in within those normal limits of what I reviewed when I kind of compared nearly 40 non-alcoholic beers for calories and sugar, and I'll leave all the links to that down in the description below. Okay, so when to drink it. Now, I have been enjoying this one since the kind of middle of winter over here in Australia, and I just loved cooking it with a bunch of different things. My favorite it was actually with my famous, according to me, shepherd's pie. So I cooked it a bunch of times through winter and always made sure I had a kind of can of this or a can of something which is big and rich, maybe a stout with me as well. So this was really enjoyable when I had it alongside that, but it also does well in a warmer environment. So if you are out and about in a hot summer's day, it will be perfect and sessionable, and it will get you through a day when you're looking to drink beer without drinking beer. Okay, wrapping things up, I am a big fan of the non-alcoholic IPA from Big Drop Brewing Co. I just love the way that it's got that flavor profile that jumps across to some beautiful citrus hops and then finishes with a great level of bitterness, which is kind of a really nice finish and rounds it all out and brings it all together in a wonderful tasting mouthful. Now, if you're looking to find out more, jump across to tipplezero.com where I've got the full review. I'll have the link for that down in the description below, and you can find all you need about this non-alcoholic beer and a whole host of others, and I'll drop you all the links to where you can buy it, what else is great to try down in the description below, and I will catch you guys on the next one.